How are you feeling? You got John Riggs here with a new way to buy and find video games. It's the Encore app, and I wanted to talk about it in this video because I have been playing around with it for the last few days, and I think it's pretty neat. It's like, imagine eBay with videos, or imagine the Whatnot app, if you're familiar with Whatnot. I do like Whatnot quite a bit. Imagine Whatnot without the live streaming. So it's just the video of what you're getting at. So here's, kind of a video that's playing right now. Look, keep an eye on this one here. No, this video is not sponsored or endorsed on purpose because I wanted to do a video where I didn't want the people who own the Encore app to like preview it or view it before it goes public. I'm just here to let you know, look, I've been buying, selling, and trading video games since the 90s. Online since the days of the Usenet news groups. My goodness. I think I started with the Usenet news groups, and then there's a little bit of a community of us that would like trade each other's games all the time on AOL in the video game chat room. And then from there, other stuff pops up here and there too. eBay, of course. And then recently Whatnot, and more recently, the Encore app. Now, I already purchased something, and it already came in. I guess we could look at this really quickly before I kind of show you the app here. And this may not be the standard. It's nice when you get a box. But for the most part, everyone's going to send their stuff their way. And I only just got the one thing because I bought something and then I even sold a few things just to get the experience, and I'll share that in this video. But buying stuff, super simple. You can buy, there's also an auction button, so you'll say like, you have 7 days left to bid on this, or 5 days left, or 2 days left to bid on this item. And then there are also some buy it now things. And this here was a buy it now. Never mind Donkey Kong Country 2. I don't care about that. I already have a copy of Donkey Kong Country 2, so I'll probably end up putting this right back on the app, or maybe on Whatnot. We'll see. I really just wanted it for the Funko sleeve. I literally bought this game just for the Super Nintendo Funko sleeve. Ain't that something? Boy, that's a throwback. So, a quick history about Encore. I did speak to the person who found it not too long ago, just to get a couple of, just a quick question and answer type thing. He kind of walked me through it. Everything's super easy to use. Everything's super chill. The Encore app has been around for about a year or so. Started as a Funko Pop thing. And then, of course, along with collections comes video games, or retro gaming specifically. The guys who run it are also huge retro gamers. So they opened that up about 6 months ago. And honestly, I didn't even hear of it back then either. But then when I finally found out about it, I was looking at the Encore app, and I'm like, wait a minute, I know a few of these people here. I run into some of these people at conventions, or also on Whatnot and everything. So I figure it was worth checking out. Now again, it's a lot like Whatnot without the live streaming. And that's the question that has been brought up with these guys. It's like, well, when are you going to do live streaming? And even they're like, Whatnot's doing a great job. Why would we take that away from them? Use Whatnot for the live streaming, but use the Encore app if you don't want to stream live, and that's fine. Some people just don't want to stream live for an hour, 2 hours. But if you want to post your items one at a time, and then, that way, people can bid on it on their own leisure, they can see it. The video portion of it is the huge seller because you get that video that goes with it, so you can show the back of the thing. You can talk about it a little bit. And I think that's a huge draw, that video element. That makes it convenient. And bidding on it is great, but there also is a buy it now section too. So if you're just like, what, I got all these games here, $10 each, $1 each, whatever you're selling them for, by all means, that works wonderfully too. So buying it now, very easy. I just clicked the buy it now button. I had a message, I think the very next day saying, hey, your thing's been shipped. And then a few days later, it was delivered. Hey, here it is right here. Perfect. One of my early gripes, and maybe they'll fix this later, because again, this is a very, very new app, and they're hearing all the feedback. And maybe they'll even watch this video. I don't know. Probably. We'll see. Either way, one of my biggest gripes, though, as a seller, and I did have to apply to be a seller. There is this no like, hey, I'm a seller. I'm going to start selling things immediately. I put in my application like anyone else. They had to review it and everything. And then as a seller, one of my biggest gripes was not really selling anything because really it was really easy to set up. To do the quick video, you can either do the video like basically live, or you can pre-record your videos and then upload it later. That way, if you want to do some editing or trim off the first part, so the first part of the video isn't your finger going, hey, I'm going to sell this thing, nothing like that. You can upload the video of the game that you're talking about, or the item that you're talking about. There's more than just video games on here, but for the sake of this channel, let's just talk about video games. And you put the weight of the item, they'll calculate all the shipping and all that too. But once the item sells, I don't really have a convenient way to print off my labels. Now, I have a label printer that's hooked up to my computer, but not my phone. It's not a Bluetooth printer or anything like that. So unlike Whatnot, with Whatnot, I can just go to the Whatnot website and then print off the labels that way. But for the Encore app as a seller, I had to then, it wasn't a huge imposition, it really wasn't, but then I had to kind of generate the labels and then download the labels and then email them to myself, and then I was able to open up the email and then print off the labels individually. Again, it worked out fine. It was just more steps than I would have liked. But let's look at the Encore app, and maybe we'll grab a thing or two. We'll see. At the end of the day, really, it's another thing that's out there, just like with everything else. Something to keep an eye out for. I mean, so just, you know, it's a thing that's out there. I think I already said that. Maybe I should sell a copy of Deja Vu. Play it myself. Just repeating myself at this point. All right, come here, you. Wait. All right, so I'm already signed in, and the first thing I see on the retro gaming tab, and you can turn on everything if you'd like. So depending on what you're looking for or what you're shopping for, you're going to see a lot of things here. Mostly video games. I mean, that's kind of what I have, because that's probably my algorithm. But there's also modern games. There's Funkos, comics, 3D printing, stuff like that too. But let's go back to the at least the retro games. Modern gaming ain't too bad either. But here we have Pixel Game Squad selling a Wrecking Crew Famicom box. So when you click on it,
oh gosh, it's holy grail time,
yeah.
This is
I want one of these too.
Freaking expensive.
But you can see the previous bids.
Wrecking Crew
Dude,
for the Famicom
Riff,
box.
Your voice. So you can see the previous bids down the way, and then if you wanted to bid on it, which I'm not going to do because I want somebody else to win this. As I don't need one of these. I don't have one of these, but not really the kind of thing I would look out for. But just to show you what it looks like, and then you see a custom bid. So if you want to do more than the $10 minimum, you can go straight up to $100. Or I mean, it's like, oh no, I want this really badly. I'm gonna go, you know, whatever you want to do on that. You do have a couple of options down here. Let's bid on something just so I can show you what it's like here. So here is Pokemon VHS slot. I do love my VHS. Mega Man 1 for the NES. $23. Well, I can do more than that. Here, this is again from Pixel Game Squad. Can't go wrong with Mega Man 1. Yeah, and here's Riff again. You know, he's going to add some personality to it. As much as you want to do. As much you don't have to show your face. You can just like show it around. Make, you know, you can look at the back. You know, everything is good. And you know what? I'm going to place a bid on it. So there we go. Just like that. It was a $3 bid. And now I'm on there, so if someone else goes on there, they'll see I just bid $3. Now if I click it again, well, I'm already winning, so it's not, you know, as it says up there.
We got the blue ball.
So, good call. Let's see what else we got down the way here. You know, you got the guys like, oh, you know, chase after the right price. Let's go ahead and follow them after I mispronounce their name. Chase after the right price. Nothing yet, but they have sold a lot of things already. So you can see what they've sold. But let's also, you know, we can also look at the buy it now stuff too. And that is right here. So there's auctions, there's buy it now, or if you just want to look up the sellers, I click the wrong button there. Yeah. So if you click on the buy it now, this is going to show you that you don't have to bid on it. As soon as you click on it, it's yours. Let's see if I need anything. RC Grand Prix for the Master System. I don't need one, but good to see. My buddy E-Town Tech has that one. Recognize him from Whatnot. I do love me some Mario Party. Mario Party 6, it's the Japanese version. Home Alone 2 for Super Nintendo, only $10. You know, got a classic EGM there. Here is Sealed Ninja Gaiden 3 for Atari Lynx. Didn't even know they made a Ninja Gaiden 3 for Atari Lynx. What else we got? Hey, there's an Ogre Battle. And here's like a Mario RPG for $59. What a great deal. That's a buy it now. You can actually buy that literally right now. Not too shabby. Do I need any of these? Well, I mean, In Your House is kind of fun. Got a sealed Shockwave for NES, $120 only. I mean, if you're looking for sealed games, and Shockwave, well, it's a third-party game, but fun to see on here. Here's my buddy, Cake Hoarder. I love Cake. Cake's a buddy of mine in the Northwest. Yeah, the inopportune thumbnail on his face every single time. Good on you, Cake. Nightmare on Elm Street for $65. Very tempting. Let me just click on it and have a look-see.
Welcome, Encore fans. I'm Mike from Retro Bash.
Mike from Retro Bash.
Banger for you today. The Nightmare on Elm Street.
Here, let me focus again. Sorry if it keeps on going out of focus.
1990. This game is clean.
He's called it clean. Looks pretty clean to me. You can also make him an offer. It's like, well, if nobody's, you know, if you keep an eye out for it too. If nobody's been bidding on it for the last week, couple weeks, going for 65, you know, maybe offer him 60, maybe offer him 55. I'm not saying that right now, but you know, and it looks like an in-stock one. That's good news for me because, you know, I sell my homebrews as well, so maybe I'm able to post one homebrew, but I have 5 of them for sale, so I can, do like in stock 5, and that way, they can buy them one at a time. Maybe not a bad idea, especially for something I can buy it now. I'm going to skip on that one for now. I do love A Boy and His Blob. I do love Solstice. But just wanted to show you really quickly what this app was all about. So that's I'm more into the auctions. I think that's kind of fun and exciting. It's cool that they have a Buy It Now section too. Buy It Now might be good for if you just have a lot of stuff laying around and you're just like, you know what, whatever it sells for, we'll just throw it up there, and if somebody buys it, great. If not, it'll just kind of chill there for a bit anyway. They already calculate the shipping. There is an additional fee that goes into it when you do post these items. That's how it works for every platform. That's what makes the platform free. Tony Hawk Underground 2, probably my favorite Tony Hawk game. GameCube, $14 only. Well, that's what it's at so far.
All right, up next we have for the
but let's
GameCube, Tony Hawk
you got 3 days left on it, but I'll put a quick bid on that one.
And if you guys
Sorry, dude, it keeps on going out of focus. I'm too busy looking at the screen and not at the viewfinder. Just now, I was just outbid on Tony Hawk Underground 2. I just got an alert saying, you are outbid. Well, I'm going to outbid him again. So I bet, like, whoever's in the lead, it'll say, yo. Again, not sponsored or endorsed, just letting you know there is another program out there, another way to find games, another way to sell games as well. Both Buy It Now and auction, set it up for like, a few days, a week, whatever the case is. You can follow me on there. I might be posting some more of my games later on there as well. The stuff I wouldn't sell at conventions, and maybe the stuff I wouldn't even put on the Whatnot streams. But, if I just leave it on Encore, or just if somebody grabs it, great. If not, it can just sit there for a while. I don't mind. I literally just got another alert saying that I've just been outbid again. So if somebody else wants that, I'm going to leave that one alone. I'll let them have it for the rest of the 3 days or whatever. If someone else wants to bid on it, it's all them. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon.